All right, Howfineisjasmine, Restlesschild, featuring Arla Emily, Pop the Balloon or Find Love, Season 2 reunion. And I got some food right here. I'm about to eat. I'm sorry, I gotta eat. Like, subscribe, comment. Let's get it.
Let's kick off this reunion. Let's go ahead and take a look at some of the amazing moments that happened.
My name is James with James Gourmet Pies.
Oh my gosh, that dude, bro.
You kind of look like Coming to America right now.
I do have a rotation, but
I see you used to dealing with peasants, so you don't know when you see a king.
Why did you end up popping your balloon?
Honestly, it's because he's the police.
Your first one is given. Your second one, the mistake is on you.
You look like something that I might go, out back and take myself up top to. So I didn't know.
What does that mean?
You look like a porn star or something like that.
What makes you wake up every day and want to do what you do?
My cat.
You who?
My cat. That is who makes me happy.
I think Glorilla's beautiful.
I'm dark skinned. I think more like Kelly Rowland, but I appreciate the compliment.
That's fine as well.
Gracias.
Okay, so that was, like we saw, it was a great season. Thank you all, first of all, for coming on, and thank you all for being here today as well. To go ahead.
Y'all, I'm eating some soup. Oh my gosh. I got some lima beans, all different types of vegetables in it. Oh my gosh, I love it.
Kick it off. As we saw in episode 12, there was someone who was just the king of marketing. Okay? I think we all kind of know who we're talking about over here. Every time we got to him, we were like, man, he's about to put himself on.
Right.
So just to kind of go ahead and take a recap, let's go ahead and see what this man's journey was like on his episode.
My name is James with James Gourmet Pies. James with James Gourmet
Oh my
Pies.
God.
I'm James with James Gourmet Pies, 37.
Let's go on over here. If we can have your name and age.
My name is James.
Got some okra in here, some carrots, some tomatoes, some corn, string beans. Sorry. So good.
Gourmet Pies, Facebook, Instagram, check me out. James Gourmet Pies, 37. James Gourmet Pies, 37. James Gourmet Pies, 37.
That was so irritating.
Okay, so James.
Yes,
Every
ma'am.
single time I said, man, what's your name and age? What's your name and age? You always got to throw in James Gourmet Pies.
Got to. Got to. And let me tell you why, right? If you have a dream or a goal, I think that you should always put yourself out there.
Okay.
Even the Bible says, like, if I give you a talent and you waste it, go to hell. You know what I mean? So I feel like I'm the best at what I do, and that's how I introduce myself. I don't care who I'm talking to. You know what I mean? I feel like everybody need to have a 30-second commercial.
Okay. Yeah. So speaking on that, so did you come on the show like trying to find a match, or you're like, you know what, I'm gonna come on there and just put my business out there? Was that the goal?
Definitely. I was really looking for something serious.
Okay.
And
I was like,
everybody,
where we going with this? Tell us something.
in the comment section, they've been coming at my top. Pause. You know what I'm saying? Like, he's just here for promotion.
You are.
And that was not it.
Yeah,
I would
you
say
were.
the very first contestant, Driva, she was one that I would have taken like very serious. You know what I mean? Like, I was feeling her. If you go and watch the whole thing all over again, like, that was one that I was like, this could be serious. You know what I mean? But then she was like, well, I don't like dudes with kids or something like that. You know what I mean? Like, everybody was amazing. Everybody was beautiful. But I'm saying, like, for me to be serious, that she would have been the one.
Should have been the one.
Yeah.
Okay. So as far as like everyone else, when you watched that episode, what did you guys think of James?
Annoyed.
What did you guys believe that he was there for love, or
No.
you guys feel like he was there just to market himself?
Both.
I feel like I needed to taste one of his pies expeditiously.
That's what I wanted to do. I was just like, I want to try these pies.
Okay.
So even though the intent was not for him to advertise, it definitely was.
He made it ring a bell.
Yeah.
So I have a question for James. So James, I'm from Cleveland, Ohio. If I want a pie, do you ship your pies?
I ship them nationwide. But, you know, I just want people to know that you can rub your stomach and tap your head at the same time. Like, you know what I mean? Like,
Well, James, you know the shipping was like $50, right?
Oh God.
So
I'm working on that.
Okay.
Stay tuned. I promise. Stay tuned. It's going to be cheaper than that. Right now, it is a little expensive. I don't make nothing off shipping. But, you know, I was definitely here to find something real, and it just didn't work out in my favor.
Okay, good.
So,
good.
James, are you willing to go on again in the reverse position? Pause. No deal.
What? He definitely could have said that a different way.
We're going to have that conversation. We can have that conversation. You know what I mean? Word.
I gotta say real quick for James pies, those pies is fire.
Hey,
They are.
appreciate that.
Really good.
Thank you.
Those pies are really
Melt
good.
in your mouth. We got some samples. James brought us some samples. Okay, they were pretty tasty.
Tastes like your granny made them.
Okay, so James, you actually brought up Driva, who was on your episode. Driva, when you came out, unfortunately, you didn't find a match either. And one of the main reasons that people ended up hopping on you was something kind of a little silly when we look back at it. But I mean, I guess at the time it was a big deal. But let's go ahead and see what it was that everyone ended up hopping on.
Hi, I'm Driva.
Driva, okay, how old are you?
I'm above 30.
Okay. Is he someone that's your type?
Yeah, I think so. Okay. How old did you say you were?
33.
33? Okay, yeah. How old did you say you were?
36.
36?
How old are you?
Oh, I see the problem. Okay, I get it. Yeah, she was asking everybody else their age, but she didn't want to give her age.
Above 30?
Above 30?
Mm-hmm.
You're not confident in that?
I'm waiting for my husband to have a kid.
Okay.
Because I didn't tell my age, y'all.
Yeah.
Look, Braylon already ready to interject. Yeah,
You playing
yeah.
games. What you playing for?
Okay, so Driva, it seemed like you focused a lot on the men's age, but then when it came to you, you were like above 30, like you didn't want to disclose yours at all. You kind of explained it a little bit, but do you want to kind of get into it?
You know what, y'all? I'm so sorry. If I could go back, I would just go ahead and tell the age. I didn't know that it was going to be a big thing. My bad. Like, if I could go back in time, y'all, I would just say my age because I didn't know it was going to be a big thing like that.
So how old are you?
35, y'all. 35. Internet, I am 35. Lord.
You can't come on a show like this disclosing information. Do you got kids? Maybe. Like,
I didn't
what?
say that.
I know,
I didn't
I'm just
say.
saying. Just,
Yeah, he
35.
it's an example. Yeah, like you come on a dating show to present yourself and everything that you have. If you feel like you were going to be private and disclose some information, then don't go on a dating show. Just don't, because you know when you go on a dating show, especially watching the episodes that are already put up based on the past episodes, they ask you very personal questions, like what you do for work. Some people even ask how much money you make. Some people ask even about credit. Some people ask where you live. You know, those are some, how many kids you got, how many baby daddies. Those are really personal questions. So if you know that you're not willing to give into any of those types of that information, then don't go. Don't go. Like for me, I know. I'm not, no. You know, and that's okay. Not everybody want to share all of their business with a million people. I trust me. I fucking get it. I get it. Thank you. If I ever do anything like this again, I will just disclose it all.
Because you mentioned on the show is because of like brand deals or something along those lines. Like,
Yeah.
So the brands wouldn't have taken you if you were a certain age, or what is it?
So I want to get into acting also, and I really kind of, y'all know how like Carly Red, like if you look her up, you can't find her age. People like are like guessing about stuff like that. And certain celebrities lie about their age. Like I heard Beyonce isn't really the age that's on Google. I'm just saying. So
I'm a Beehive.
Yeah, I'm about to say, yo.
Don't attack me. Don't attack me.
Hey, that's my girl.
Don't attack me. But like, I just really didn't want it all the way out there. But it's hell. The internet bullied me. 35.
You're still young. I mean, you're still young.
But yeah.
I think people are misunderstanding her. She didn't disclose her age. Like she keeps saying, she keeps saying this. She didn't disclose her age, not because she wanted to hide her age, because she's insecure about her age. No, she's very confident in her age. She didn't disclose her age because, like she says, in the acting world, they be having women that are 25 play a teenager in acting in certain gigs. It's very true. It's a fact. So she didn't want that affecting her acting gigs. And there's nothing wrong with that, right? Some women hide their pregnancies so they can get a job. You know, it's true. You know, it's true that your age, your ethnicity, if you're pregnant, determines a lot when it comes to a job. I know a lot of people like to dismiss it and act like it's not a thing, but it's very true. Discrimination definitely still does exist, even though that there are laws to try to help prevent that.
And I'll say for me, like, I didn't care what age you were. You know what I mean? Like, you could have been 55. You wearing it well. Like,
Nigga,
you know
Jay,
what I
I
mean?
like that. That's the sauce right there.
Word. So I'm
James trying to get his balloon unpopped real quick.
Somebody bring me another balloon.
So I have a question.
Go ahead, Braylon.
So now, what's your name again? I'm sorry.
Driva.
Driva. Now that you done tasted James' pies, yeah.
Do I want to give it a try?
What's up?
Yeah, we can do that, James. We can link tomorrow.
She said her and James could link tomorrow.
So
Oh,
Driva,
no.
Brian, we can link tomorrow too. No,
Okay, girl. All right.
Somebody bring me a toothpick for my individual balloon now. She's talking about laying it out.
but Driva, I want to talk about something. I wanted you to stand on your age, right? Because it really doesn't matter how old you are. We don't care about
But
that.
that's not true. That's not what she meant. I think the point is going over y'all head. She did it because of her job. That's all. Some people really won't hire you because of your age. Now, a lot of people are going to be in the comments saying they're not allowed to do that. People do shit that they're not allowed to do all the time. Illegal shit still happens. So she just didn't want to say it because she wanted to protect herself. You know, she got to feed herself. You know, she needs her job. Just like pregnancy, we know it's against the law to not hire a woman based off her being pregnant. But we're not going to dismiss the fact that some women still don't get picked for the job because of that. So it's not about her being less confident, and you know.
But that's something important for a man to know when we dating.
But I
And
do agree that it is very important, so much so that if you knew from the very jump that there was some information about yourself that you were willing to hide while being on the dating show, you should have never went. You automatically knew before you went on that she wasn't going to tell your age. So what was the point of even going on if you felt like you were going to hide certain shit? I just, that's just stupid to me.
asking these particular questions. So it doesn't really matter if you're 35. You could be 45. If we want to get at you, we going to get at you. No question.
And you look good.
Period.
Thank you.
See? But you already took it back. You said, when I come back, I'm going to say my age.
Stand on that age.
Yes.
That's
Stand on that age.
That's crazy. Quote of the night. Stand on that age.
Okay, all right. Well, our next person we're going to talk about also got a lot of comments. You know, a lot of people were saying like, oh, this girl has no self-confidence. You know, she keeps popping on assumptions, this, that, and the third. Let's take a look at who that could have possibly been.
I didn't mean to pop it. But...
Oh, you didn't mean to pop it?
Oh, I'm not gonna lie. This girl was the most irritating girl. Oh my gosh. Go back and watch the video that I did reacting to her. She was so annoying. Oh my God. Annoying.
Oh, I have arthritis. Like, my hands are bad. And, like, it accidentally literally just popped. But I feel like you probably want a girl that's more, like, clean.
Why are you assuming that? Why are you assuming?
And I'm just more edgier.
I'm not gonna lie. I kind of don't want to hear what she has to say. I just know it's gonna be some bullshit.
I already know you're not going to like it. But my last relationship was New Year's, January. So that's just.
So you popped because you assumed that I wasn't gonna like it?
Yeah, because it's so recent, and the other women, it's been a couple years, and
No, that ain't no
you know
reason.
the healing process. I'm not the best cook,
Okay.
and I dated a real estate agent before, and it just kind of clashed because I work more in entertainment music industry.
I don't want to hear what she got to say, bro. Watch. Bullshit is just gonna spew. Spew.
Zola. So after looking back, at your time on Pop the Balloon, I don't know if you were able to see any of the comments, but a lot of the viewers were like, why did she come on the show if, all she was going to do is pop on people based off of her own assumptions? No one ever said this, but she was popping on them. Were you able to see that when you went back and watched it, or what were your thoughts on that?
I got thousands of messages, emails. I mean, positive and negative. I just try to focus on the light and positive side of things, and it was so much comments on everything, not just that, the insecurity, just me, being a stripper and maybe not. Sometimes I regret saying that I was a stripper.
It doesn't matter if you were gonna say it or not. The person or people were gonna find out anyway. The internet be digging in the shit. You think you hot or something? No, they be digging up shit, bro. So regardless of if you disclose that, it was gonna be found out anyway. Second of all, it wasn't just the fact that you were a stripper, it was how you carried yourself. So even if you didn't say you were a stripper, people still would have had a problem with you because you're weird. You're just weird. Third of all, what were you gonna say that you were instead of a stripper? I'm just really interested. What were you gonna say? I wish to not disclose that information or lie some bullshit.
I know what comes with it, so people just think oh, you're a stripper part-time, so how are you looking for love? How are you even a woman of God? It's just all these things. No, I'm still a woman of God, and I still want love and things like that, but it's just overwhelming, all the messages. Oh.
So I have a question. Oh, I'm sorry.
I don't know what to say right now.
Yeah. Do you feel like your job is keeping you single? Do you get in your head about it? Is that something that prevents you from putting yourself out there? Do you feel like?
No, when I'm every day, I'm working in the music industry. I'm in the studio. I'm around celebrities every day. I'm really working in the entertainment industry.
But that too, I'm gonna let her talk.
So what I mean by entertainment industry is music, modeling, and acting. Okay. And being a boss that I am, and a woman of God. The stripping that's just a 9-to-5 side hustle to me once in a while, once in a blue moon. That's not my life. Okay. So.
But I think it is your life. Regardless of if you do it for an hour every day to make money, that is your life. That is something that you do to make money. You're still in prostitution. I just, you see what I'm saying? I don't think she gets it. I don't. And then Arlette asked her, do you think your job is preventing you from getting the love you wanted? And her response is no. If you go back and watch that video, she literally said multiple times to multiple guys and letting it be known how hard it was for her to find love because of her being in the sex industry. It's yo, she's just, I don't
It's just,
I
don't
respect
know.
your transparency on that because you didn't have to say that.
Exactly.
So when
That's
you come in
why
looking for love, you're putting that transparency out there, you're putting that truth out there and hoping a man accept that. So I respect that.
It's I want to be honest and genuine and open about all areas of my life. But that's not my life. When I'm going to...
This sob story shit, and this is exactly what I was saying in the last video. If you're going to do something, be proud of it. Be proud of it. Be proud of it. If you're gonna do whatever you do, fuck it. It is what it is. Also, with that being said, if you feel like something is hindering you from going or doing or achieving a certain type of goal, you can let it go. You don't have to keep it. If stripping is not your life, even though if stripping is not your life and it's not that important to you, then why don't you stop it so you can stop preventing yourself from finding love? You get what I'm saying? If something is not that important to me and it's preventing me from finding or achieving the goal that I want, then I'll let it go. It's not that important. You can go back to it anytime, right? Stripping is not going anywhere. I fucking promise. I promise you. It's not like a corporate job or anything. The skills that you gain from a stripper, I'm pretty sure you're still gonna have those skills if you quit.
And I'm networking with people. I don't say, "Oh, I'm a stripper." When I grow up, I want to be a stripper. No.
So you're not transparent with what you do. You lie to people and tell them that you're not a stripper. Lying to people and telling them you're not a stripper is weird too. Like, she's just.
You said that's a 9 to 5 side hustle.
Yes, like that's
8
just
hours.
a job to me. Like, I haven't been in.
If she says it's not a part of her life, girl, you clock in. If somebody asks you, what do you normally do during the day? What does your everyday look like? At some point, you're going to have to clock in to be a stripper. Yes, that is a part of your day.
Club for like 2 months now. Like, that's once in a while here and there, you know? But every day, my life is music, creating.
Okay, well, it don't matter if you strip today and wait 2 years and strip again. You're still involved in the sex industry. Now, are you consistent in it? No. But do you do it? Yes.
I go to church every Sunday, you know?
Oh my gosh,
but that's probably
this
hard
girl.
to believe just because I said that. But
Sneeko. Where's Sneeko? Sneeko. Where are you at, bro?
But I said, if you watch the show, the first thing I said is, I'm a recording artist. That's my life every single day. Like, I just dropped a song with Casey Veggies. Like,
I don't think it's hard to believe that you go to church and you're a dancer. I think as a woman, you got to do what you got to do to still provide. And who is anybody to judge you for building an income? The fact that that doesn't define who you are. It just,
but it's just
it
like,
just
I
provides.
get it. Like, I get it because I'm being realistic with everybody.
Yeah.
You know, like the lineup of men, you know, that were truck drivers and this and that. I'm just being realistic and genuine because I was that hypocrite. I wasn't a stripper my whole life. Like, I started very late in my life, probably like 27 years old, 28 years old.
But the work
know?
that you do does kind of define who you are, just like
It's
if
true.
you found out.
No, it don't. It don't.
Yes, it does. If I go out in the community and I'm serving kids and I'm feeding the homeless, y'all would say that work does define who I am. Same way as if I go around hurting people, you know, or stealing from different types of shops and stuff, I know I just went. Anyway, that does define who you are. It does. It gives people a sense of what you are about. That's why people try hard to keep their record clean. That's why people try hard when they're meeting somebody to try to put their best representative on, to try to greet them with the things that they've done, the best things, the best part of themselves. Why? Because that does define who you are. It's true. Every single thing that you do does shape you and who you are as a character, especially if you're doing it over and over and over and over again, right? Because you're instilling some type of belief in you when you're doing something over and over and over again, some type of skill, some type of value. Now, what that value and skill is up to you. You get to choose what you want to do. But to say that doesn't define you is weird.
I will say, like, it gave me the confidence.
let me
You
finish.
definitely have to be confident to just be in the music industry, to perform, to do all these things. You got to have some level of confidence.
I get it, but we're talking about your the
People just focused on that, and I really wish they didn't focus on that, because it's just like, I'm more than a pretty face.
Because it's a part of you. If you don't want people to focus on that, then you are more than willing to change the perspective, to change the narrative. You can change it if you want to. You get what I'm saying? You can. I wholeheartedly believe you can. Artists do it every day. Actors do it every day. Celebrities do it every day when they rebrand and change everybody's perspective of them.
Than just some stripper. That's just some job to me.
It's kind of hard to not to focus on that, because if I'm a man and I'm looking for love, I wouldn't want a woman.
Then take me out of it. Like that. Hey, that would be great if I could have a man that's a
I want to
provider.
interject really quick because
Take me out of that.
Yeah, so as far as that stripping thing, a little traumatized, but no, I would say being
And
honest
I'm
about it.
traumatized as well.
Trust
just
me,
being
we
a
going
black
through the same
woman
thing.
in the industry, music industry, and what I've been through.
She sounds like she wants to be the victim so bad, and she doesn't want to hear what anybody has to say. Like, that's what I'm saying. All of this shit is just bullshit. Like, don't.
I get it, the entertainment business, trust me. But what I want to say is this: the fact that you are honest about it, as long as you have to lead with that. You know what I mean? I know you're saying like, oh, I did it 2 months ago, whatever the case is. But when you talk to someone, they're gonna feel like it's right now. You know what I mean? So as long as you're transparent
And that's why I popped my balloon, because being realistic, most likely I'm gonna work with the guy that's working in the entertainment industry. So when I say entertainment, I'm not saying male porn star, male stripper, no.
Well,
Music industry, sports, they're most likely gonna understand me more.
But you're
because
saying,
it goes hand in hand. Like,
no, I get what you're saying with
Cardi
that. But
B, like I look up to that.
you're saying, but that's why you popped your balloon. But it's almost, I won't say like a coward way, but you popped your balloon with the preconceived notion that yours is going to get popped instead of allowing it to see what's going to happen. It's like you shooting yourself in the foot before it even starts.
It doesn't matter if the balloon got popped or not. I'm not going to go on a date because I didn't feel a deep connection with anybody.
How you feel a deep connection in 30 seconds?
Okay, like not even that.
That's what I'm saying. Whatever she said, it just don't make sense. Can't nobody vouch for her because she don't make sense. Nobody, like, she does not make sense. She's going around in circles, bro.
The physical attraction wasn't there. I'm just going off like women intuition.
But what I'm saying,
like,
isn't it like a shot in the foot? You're like not even trying.
Maybe one date, yeah, sure, but I can't see further than that. And
we know you can't see further than that. That's why you're in church, and there's nothing wrong with that. Keep going to church, keep praying, keep reading your Bible. I'm definitely reading my Bible, praying, making sure that I stay on that path, to see a clearer vision for myself. But if I feel like something is hindering me to where I can't move forward, I'm going to end it. It is what it is. It is what it is. Whatever that looked like, I'm going to end it. Because I can't move forward. This is life. I want to move forward. I want to change. I want to be a better person. And instead of vouching so hard for something that I do once a month, that I don't really care about, that I claim isn't a part of me, instead of doing all that, I'm going to just let it go. Because it's like, clearly it's something that you're really passionate about, or else you wouldn't be going this hard about it. You get what I'm saying? Or you would have been dropped it.
Years old, and just based off experience.
Can we please go? Move on.
Dating
guys. Let's move on.
That are outside of the entertainment industry, they try to change me or they try to judge me, like what you're doing right now.
That's the preconceived notion. No, we're not judging you at all. We're just bringing to light on what men think and what a lot of men.
And that's why, like, the entertainment industry is gonna be more understanding.
The majority do. The lady in the braid said not all men think like that, but majority. When they think about building a family and sustainability, they think about that. Now, I'm not saying that a man wouldn't marry an ex-stripper. Men do marry ex-strippers. or, you know, women of that caliber. It's true. It happens. Does it happen? Does it happen all the time? No, but it does happen.
But not
And
all.
I'm more
Not
comfortable
all
with
men
Yeah,
that.
but
like
the
that.
thing is that you guys
Exactly.
don't know how men think because you're
It's
not
not
a man.
even
Y'all
stripping,
simple though,
like-
to be honest. Y'all simple men.
Again, you
and
don't-
there's women.
If men are really that simple, then how come a lot of women go on dating shows to try to find a man? Y'all gonna stop downplaying men, bro. Stop. Y'all downplaying men all the time and then be like, I can't find no masculine men. Because when a man tries to be masculine, y'all try to downplay them. When a man tries to help y'all find a better man and think about how men think, y'all downplay that. Y'all ask for how men feel and how they think, but y'all downplay it. It's like, man,
that dance in the strip club and they find a whole husband. There's like
Those
artists like
outliers,
Cash Doll in the entertainment
They're
industry.
outliers in every.
Cash Doll is not married. 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 And she's not a stripper. I don't even think she's ever been a stripper.
Find her a partner.
There's so
Honey,
many
don't
women
let nobody
in this
define
industry
you or
that
judge you.
they're not even
Do what you
open
gotta
about
do.
it. Are you crazy? Most of these women are married. They're in relationships. They're going to college. You know, I just hate that people assume like, oh, you're a stripper, so you're not smart.
I get it because I was that hypocrite. In my younger days, I never smoked, I never drank. I was the hypocrite that was saying, oh, I would never dance. Like, that's.
You know what? That explains a lot. That explains a lot. That explains a lot. That explains a lot. She just told a lot about herself. Just with that statement right there. When I was younger, I never drank, smoked, whatever. And then look, now she's stripping and stuff like that. Man, just Jesus help her. I mean, there's not much I can say about that.
Degrading to women, like, but you just can never say never. Like, you just never know how life is going to turn out for you for any situation. So, like, I get it, but I'm being realistic and I'm letting those guys off easy.
Yeah,
we're not going to work out.
Dorian, go ahead. Let's hear from you.
Yeah, I actually.
But if you think that it's not gonna work out without giving it a chance, then what was the point of you going on the dating show? And that was my entire beef with her in that episode. It's like, well, girl, why are you here? Like, if you really genuinely feel that way, we need to bring another girl up here that doesn't feel that way, that is open. You say you're open, but you're not.
Respect the naked hustle. Let's be honest, most of the people that, women that are, I'm not going to say everybody, but a lot of people that are in church or things are reformed, you know what? As far as how I feel about it, I feel like you might have been projecting a little bit. I think you need to stand on business about what you do and why you do it and why you do it for yourself, first of all. And then you should use it as a testimony for other young girls that are growing into women. You could be a testimony for somebody, but don't let any man make you feel bad about what you do and why you do it, because you know why you do it.
Because it's not my life.
Exactly.
My life is.
When I met you, you're
working
very
in
humble.
music.
You're very humble. You're very beautiful, and you're very sweet. I didn't even know you were a dancer. So next
Exactly, because
time,
I don't go out there, hey, I'm a stripper, nice to meet you. No, I'm a recording artist, nice to meet you. Like, I really work in this music industry.
They
and
look
people
at it
just
in a
wanna-
negative way. They look at
It's
it in a negative
annoying.
way. I look at it in a positive way. Like I said, if you look in the Bible, I don't know exactly which
But
book.
it don't matter how you view her. You're not her man. You're not her man. You're not her. She's not gay, from my understanding. She's not trying to date you. She's not trying to marry you. It don't matter what you think. It don't matter what she thinks. Nola or Lola, whatever her name is, that girl ain't gay. She looking for a nigga. And it's like, bro, you don't want to listen to the man that's in the back of this lady right here that's telling you men probably gonna view this a different type of way. But you want to listen to this girl Like, no.
Bible was, but I could have sworn the lady that touched Jesus' cloak. Y'all know what I'm talking about, was a prostitute. I don't know. I'm not saying you're a prostitute, but what I'm saying is that you can use it as.
And that's like another thing.
Yeah.
There's different levels to this.
There's different levels of what? To prostitution? Yes, you're admitting that you're a prostitute. Yes, baby girl. Yes. Not even a baby girl, grown-ass woman. Yes, grown-ass woman. You are at a level of prostitution.
Strippers, there's prostitutes, there's escorts. No, I'm just a stripper here and there.
Are you ashamed of it?
This is not every day.
Are you ashamed of it?
No, I'm not ashamed of it. It's just, it's not my life. Like, I just see it as, it's just here and there.
So
All right,
my
let's
life
go
is
ahead and let's go ahead and move on to our next
Please, let's go. Please, I'm tired of her.
topic then. So, Braylon, during your episode, seems like you had a lot to say, you know, and some of the things you said caused a lot of controversy. You know, the comments were going crazy on you. So let's go ahead and take a look at some of your clips. Now, what are some things you look for in a man?
Initially, I thought that she was beautiful, but it was too much weave. The toes hanging off the shoes for me. So, yeah, I just kind of, the toes, like she gripping the side of the shoe. Cute, I like the smile.
Thank you.
It's the hair, man. It's too much weave. It's a lot going on. She said she was from Kenya, and I get a lot of scam calls, and I just I'm dealing with that. And it's the accent. I feel like I'm gonna be saying, "Huh? What you say?"
Okay.
All right. So, Braylon, stomping on the balloon. What was that about?
That's how I felt.
So we gave you pics. Was that not good enough?
I'm sorry, say it again.
Stomping on the balloon.
Yeah,
like you stomped on
I
it.
had to stand on business.
Wow.
Yeah.
At 37, stomping on balloons?
That's what I want
clown
to do.
activity, man.
You said what?
It's clown activity.
Hey, you 50 and you on the show. That's clown activity. But you know, we all trying to have a good time.
But guess what though? I don't look 40.
I don't mad at it, man.
You heard me? And I got all my hair. Take the hat off.
I don't.
Yo, he's actually kind of handsome. I don't know. He kind of nice looking. He look good. Keep the hat off. Oh, keep the hat off. Oh, he fine. He fine.
You said he was hat fishing, huh?
I'm happy, but
He fine.
you got a spray on hairline, my boy. You don't want to do that with me.
He do got a spray on. He do got a spray on. He do got a spray on. Okay.
Don't want to do with
He
these
mad
joke
because he
around
don't
with
have
me,
no
shorty.
hair. I got the hair.
Hold on. Nobody can say anything if he got a size 22 waistline. You a grown ass man, my boy. Don't do that with me.
22 waistline.
Okay? Yes, that's what you got on. That's one thing you don't want to do with me. You got them skinny small jeans on. Stay in your lane, my boy. Now
What lane is that? What you talking about? Stay in your lane. I got my own lane. I'm carving it.
Skinny small jeans. Be easy.
I'm top tier. You bottom tier.
I just want to say, you sat here to most of
Go ahead, I'm
those
sorry.
women, and you were telling those women that they had too much weave. But you've been sitting here on my girl since she been here, and the hair is the same.
I've been talking to her.
Oh, okay, I'm just wondering. I'm confused.
Just like I've been talking to all the other women.
You got a crush on me?
When I was on there.
So, Braylon, are you typically, you know, that straightforward with people in like person when you meet them? Like, you'll tell them like, "Ooh, I'm not gonna talk to you because your toes hanging off," and like.
No.
Okay.
Absolutely not. I just won't talk to them. But we on a show,
Right.
and they come out, and you guys asking us for our opinion. You know, and and to be honest with you, this stuff is about clicks.
No, it's not.
I mean, okay, in a sense.
For you, it is.
We want. Okay.
Right.
We're looking for the clicks. We're looking for the honesty. You know, I wanted to stand out in a sense, but I definitely wanted to be honest on how I felt, though.
Okay.
You know, when the roles are reversed and the women are judging us in a sense, all the guys can understand that. You know, they tell us one thing is that our height. Pretty sure you can understand that, young man. You know, it's our height. We can't change that. But a woman can change about how she wears her hair. And I can change about, I can feel how I want to feel if I like this woman or if I don't like this woman. And we only get 20 seconds with them. So it's not enough for me to be like, well, you know, even though she wears weave, I still like her, what's inside of her and things of that nature. No, we just going off the physical. And if the physical doesn't attract me, then I have to say, because you tell us what to say. You know?
Oh, I do not tell you what to say.
So can I
tell us
ask a
what to
question?
say.
Those words came out of your own mouth. I
Tell us
simply
what
ask
to
a
say.
question.
I'm like, can I ask a question? What are you looking for? What's your
For a man,
type?
he need a man weave.
So, okay, Braylon. So you
He
said,
need a man weave.
hold on, guys, hold on. So, Braylon, you said you
Like,
came
because you
on.
don't-
Guys, please hold on one second.
No, respectfully.
So, you're saying it's for clicks. So, are you saying you came on just to get a viral moment?
No,
Is that-
I'm sorry, I misspoke when I said that.
Okay.
I meant to say like it's you want to be different in some ways and things of that nature.
Okay.
So this is how Ohio gets down?
Not at all. Shout out to Ohio.
Cleveland.
What's your type, though? I would love to know.
I want to know.
I love
To cut people down to be different, though.
No, we wanted to be honest. I've seen many episodes of this show. And like I said, the first thing that a woman would say is talk about a man's height and things of that nature. And it's like, yo, we can't do anything about our height.
But what
See
are
why
you
it was
doing in that
nice?
moment? It's
why
your
it was nice?
moment.
He was
Yes,
prejudging
and I'm being
you
honest
guys.
about my moment. If I don't like the weave, that's what I don't like.
So
you
what
don't
do you like?
I like a natural woman. I love a natural woman. I love someone that's soft. I love a woman that basks in her femininity. I love a woman that loves to cook. And I love a woman who likes to love on me. You know, I like what likes me. And I'm used to women like my grandmother, my mom. They didn't wear weave and things like that.
Okay, look.
They didn't have weed back in
Right,
your
'cause
granny
I'm like, we're
days,
talking
for
about
real.
look.
Y'all lying. They definitely had weed back then.
Damn.
Let's stay on looks here.
Yeah, that's what I
Look,
love a
you
natural
went into
woman.
cooking. Okay, we all can cook. I mean, we better know how to cook. We gotta eat. What's your look type?
I can't, it's not a certain look.
It has to be because you're popping on weave.
I said that I don't like weave.
But we love to wear weave, honey.
Yes, and y'all wear weave for each other. Y'all don't wear weave for us. I guarantee you probably if it's 5 guys, 3 to 4 of us don't like weave. But we'll take it though because that's what y'all do. But we don't prefer
That's
that.
facts. That's facts. That's facts. That's facts. Yeah. Yeah. I know, a lot of dudes, they'll sacrifice certain things because they're in love. That's all. The woman that they with probably wear a lot of weave, but bro, she got a bomb ass personality. Her loyalty is out of this world. Her honesty is out of this world. He can trust her no matter what. Like, there's so many other qualities that override her wearing weave that the guy is like, whatever. And there's some girls that men don't like that wear weave that's like, your qualities, who you are as a person, doesn't override what I don't like. Some guys, they're like, well, your personality and who you are as a person doesn't override what I don't like, so they don't choose you. That's why I say sometimes guys can be a little bit flip-floppy, because they'll say, I don't like this, but they don't really talk about the exceptions to the rule for them specifically. A lot of guys say they don't date strippers or wouldn't marry a stripper. But what they don't say is, okay, well, if she bad as fuck, I might just marry a stripper. I might just, They don't talk about, okay, well, if she bad, her personality's top tier, I like her mindset. They don't talk about that. But then again, women, I ask. Y'all don't really ask, what's the exceptions? Because each man's exceptions are different. But he is right. He's speaking facts. Most men don't go or like that stuff. They don't really care for makeup. They don't really care for weave. They don't care for a lot of shit. And you can tell because when you go on social media, women have said multiple times, I get approached the most when I don't wear makeup, when I'm in sweatpants and I look a hot ass mess. That's what women say. They be like, I don't understand why women will say, I don't understand why men are walking up to me right now. I feel like I look a hot ass mess. That literally proves a point. Some men just don't care about them lashes and stuff like that. You know, it's facts. We wear makeup not only for ourselves, but try to impress the God that we think likes that. And that's true. But not all men, majority of men don't care for that. And a lot of dudes, they're like, okay, you getting dolled up and dressed up. They don't mind you wearing makeup, but then when it's at home and it's every day, they don't really care for it. And then a lot of dudes like a certain type of makeup. They don't like makeup that's like caked on, like you can tell. Some men like subtle makeup, a little drop here and there. You know, I get it. I understand.
Y'all wear that to be in competition with each other.
You are so fake. He is really delusional.
That's real.
That is so fake.
We wear it for ourselves. Hey, if the brothers up here don't step up and say nothing, y'all better not.
We wear it for ourselves.
There's nothing wrong with weed.
We just like to have fun.
It's not like, I mean, some dudes just don't care. Like, if you get your hair done, it's not really for us. It's not a make or break thing for a lot of us.
You saying is we like to have fun. Y'all doing it for y'all. It's not. It's not for us.
For ourselves, not to be in competition.
Yeah, right.
It's for y'all.
Do you put on a chain to be in competition with another man?
No. Anybody? No.
Okay,
No.
yeah. So that's not how it is for how we choose to wear our hair and nails. It's not competition.
We talking about hair. We talking about.
Yeah, but that's for us. That's not.
Well, we gotta be mature about this. It's not just about the chain. The reason why they use chain is because you talked about hair. And hair and chains and jewelry are used for what? Accessories. So that's why they brought up the chain. Come on now.
Competition.
And she's asked me, what do I like?
Yeah.
I have a right to have.
You do.
My,
Very true.
You do.
But you could have kept the part when you said
You
that
said we
did
do it
some
for competition.
That's where
Yeah.
you crossed the line.
You ladies do it for yourself. Y'all don't
When
do
y'all
it.
get your hair done, who's the first one to compliment you on your hair? Another woman, right? Most likely.
My daddy.
Right.
Hey, I'm
Okay,
just-
so
I'm
we're
just-
gonna
I'm
go
just
ahead and
here
move
being a
on.
truth teller. I'm sorry.
Yes, we heard you, Braylon. We heard you. So, Shayna,
Hey,
are you ready?
I'm ready.
So obviously, accountability was a word that was thrown around a lot during your segment. When they were referring to you, they were calling you purple dress, all through the comments. So let's see what people were talking about and why they said that.
Yeah, why are you single?
Oh, okay. We'll still ask.
You are handsome. You are definitely my type. I just did not like the question. I feel like when men ask that sometimes, they're trying to find something wrong. And
I can understand that.
I'm single because I'm single. I haven't met the person. I just didn't like the question.
From your last relationship, name one thing that you did wrong and one thing that he did wrong.
I'm not answering that.
Okay.
Lack of accountability.
Yeah, facts.
Oh, I thought it was so cute.
So Shayna, what do you have to say, about the comment saying you just have a lack of accountability, you didn't want to take any type of accountability when it came to some of these questions? What do you have to say about that?
Okay, so, honestly, when I filmed the episode, I left there on such a high. I was like, oh my gosh, this was so fun. And I even spoke to my match, Jeremiah, and a couple that we went out with. I'm like, they're gonna drag me a little bit because I wasn't answering some questions, but I didn't know it was gonna be to that extent, I'm not gonna lie. Y'all came from my life. And I know I can't go back and fix the past. I can only grow from what happened. When I first was reading the comments, I was like, no, but I had to sit down and think about it. If 3,000 people are saying something, I have to change something. I have to fix something.
Oh, see, that's accountability. That's accountability.
Back and watched the episode, and if I could have changed something, I would have answered the questions. One of my mistakes that I made going on the show was I live a somewhat private life, and I'm going on a public platform, and thought that I didn't have to answer certain stuff, and I learned that was a big mistake. I am a very accountable person, but
So my match on the show, which was Jeremiah, shout out to Jeremiah. I could honestly, I did apologize to him after the show that I should have given him the opportunity to pop if I didn't want to pop my balloon. I should have let that up to him. And then after the show, I did answer the question answer his question. And the first guy that asked, why am I single? I could have answered that question too. So, I'm watching the episode and, I got a lot of positive feedback and I got a lot of negative feedback and I can only grow from what happened. So, yeah.
She answered that very maturely. She wasn't running away from the question. I really respect that.
All right. So, just to open it up to everyone.
Yeah, that's the biggest red flag ever. The very first thing you should ask someone when you're talking, especially I'm talking to dudes, is like, what happened in your previous relationship and what did you do for that? We had that conversation about what I did. I mean, aside from the show I'm talking about. But, and then I had a conversation with Chanel about that, but that's the first question. What did you do for that relationship to quote unquote not work? Because most, and no feminist type stuff, but I'm not saying, but most women or most people were just gonna say, oh, it's just the guy, he did this. No, and that's a red flag in itself. If they can't say one thing what's hard about dating you? That's a question you should ask anyone you're speaking to. And if you can't answer that, what's hard about dating you, can't say one thing that's hard about dating you, stay away from that woman.
Absolutely.
Okay, well, let me address him before you speak. I do agree with you, and like I said, I learned from this experience. And if you guys remember, I did say we both did something wrong. It wasn't just him, it wasn't just me, it was both of us collective.
She did.
But in that moment, it's action. Cameras are, none of this was rehearsed. Y'all, when we go on this show, Arlette don't meet us with us in the back. This is what's gonna happen. It's literally action, and that was the first thing that came to my mind. I'm sorry. Let me finish. When I spoke to Jeremiah, and I did answer the question. I'm not perfect. I have fallen. And I do take accountability that I did do things wrong in my past relationship. If I could go back and fix it, and I apologize to everybody that I did get upset, I would have answered the question. There's no way that I said I was perfect, I didn't do anything wrong. I did not say that one time. So people that are saying I'm a red flag because of that.
Nobody is perfect,
including
you, honey.
Yeah, no one is perfect, and I apologize to my match.
We don't need your cosign, Nola. Getting a cosign from Nola is not something anybody should want.
I can only grow from the situation, so I did say what I did wrong and what he did wrong, and we both moved on from the situation.
Absolutely.
Real quick follow-up. So, but you're saying none of this is rehearsed. When you're saying, all these cameras and stuff, well, why wouldn't your first reaction be to tell the truth?
Okay, so I didn't lie.
Okay.
Did not lie. In that moment, I was the only one. So I'm addressing the moment with me and Jeremiah. I was the only one who still had my balloon at that moment. The only person. And when he asked me that question, it was honestly, it was just me guarding my heart in that moment, because I was in a room full of strangers. I didn't know anyone, and that was just me protecting myself in that moment. And I didn't feel like it was a safe environment for me to open up myself in that manner. I didn't know anyone to just start saying stuff about me. Had I had gone back, I would have absolutely answered the question. It was nothing bad, it was nothing scary, you know what I mean? I was just really guarding myself in that moment, and it didn't turn out the way I thought it would have turned out, But moving forward, if that question is asked to me again, I will answer it.
So we're on a public platform, so we're looking for transparency.
I agree.
So when they ask the question, and the first thing you do is pop, in my mind automatically is you ran.
Yeah, I agree. I can't say what you're saying is wrong, because I did run in that moment. Like I said, if I was able to do it again, I would let Jeremiah pop the balloon. I wouldn't have popped it, or the other guy. So
in my previous video reacting to the situation that they're referring to, I actually did agree with this lady. I was like, yeah, she popped because that's she don't want to answer the question, right? As far as that. But honestly, I disagree with what I said in that video, and I understand just now. If you don't want to answer a question, don't go on a dating show. And I'll stay consistent to that and true to that from now on.
Move forward. So I hope I did answer your question. You guys, I am very accountable. I have people around me who keeps me accountable. The picture that was painted was not me, but I grew from the situation. I learned, if you live a private life, do not go on a public platform.
That's very true.
I would can I just say one thing, just in your defense, with everything you said, coming out in front of people, you don't know anyone, just that question, why are you single? Women, we just don't like it. We'll answer it, but sometimes when we get that question on the phone, it's like, you know, like, I don't want to talk about that right now.
Is that?
It's nothing wrong with having that conversation, but sometimes timing is important when you ask that question. And when a guy approaches a woman and be like, man, you look good, you got everything, why are you single?
It's like translations.
I don't want to talk about that
What's
right
wrong
now.
with you?
My
Yeah, it's
answer
like
to that, why
translation.
we're single, because we were God made Adam.
Oh my God, here she go. I love the Bible and stuff, but listen. And I said this in the last video. We're single because we just haven't found anybody. And that was basically what my response was when she popped her balloon, not answering the question. It's just a dumb question. It is. It's, you know, I didn't agree with her because I thought she was running away from the question. I was disagreeing with her. I was agreeing with her because I thought that was dumb. It's just dumb. It's dumb. I'm single for the same reason you're single. We haven't found anybody.
When he made Adam, he made Eve. He didn't make Eve and Samantha and Sarah and multiple women. He made Adam with Eve, one person. So when we're living in this life, when there's multiple people and it's kind of hard to maneuver to find your person, you found your person. Both of you put in the work to find that.
Right. So,
but a lot
so
of us
when-
have to put in that work
So
to
when
find our
asked
person.
though, why are you single? It's simple to say, I just haven't found my person.
And that's what I said. That's exactly what I said too. Maybe I shouldn't have popped, you know. And like I said, it's like men are trying to find something wrong with us. I'm single because like I said, I haven't met my match. I haven't met my soulmate, and I believe that God is keeping him somewhere for me, and I'm okay on waiting. You know, and I should.
I'm not even gonna lie. I don't ask men, why are you single? I don't. Even if that question rings in my head, no, I won't. Because you want to know why? It will become clear and evident as to why this person is single if I keep on dating them. Let's be real. It's gonna come out anyway. But second of all, he's single because he hasn't found anybody. That's it. I just feel like we be thinking and putting too much thought into simple questions. You know?
Answer is already there. Like, why would you ask somebody why you single?
Because
like,
not everybody's on that
What you want me
level.
to tell you?
Not
Oh, because I beat up my boyfriend?
Right.
Like, I don't know what you want to hear when you ask that. Why you single? You
Tell
know?
the truth. We want the truth.
But so, what do you mean the truth?
I got 5 kids and it's hard for
It's a
somebody to
struggle,
accept that.
So that's what you want somebody to say?
No, we want the truth.
Yes.
I see.
We want transparency.
We want transparency.
That's it.
I got 5
Why are you guys single?
Why are you
We're matched.
Yeah,
baby.
we're quiet.
We're matched
Well,
over here.
I'm just a difference.
Reggie said, my match is here.
Why were you single before?
Same reason, not finding your person.
That's true.
And then being open to finding the right person.
See, when I answered like
I
answered
the person is single because
Exactly. You just know that. And I think I agree with her. It's duh. I'm single because I'm single. I haven't done nobody. You know? I agree.
We're just meeting.
if you're intelligent enough to
Right.
know that a person hasn't found their person yet,
We don't know
then you're
their
intelligent
story.
to know why someone's
So
single.
I'm supposed to
They
look
found
at
their
you
person.
and know your story automatically. We don't have to ask you questions to get to know you. That's what the
Yeah,
questions
you
are
can
for.
ask questions, but
Right.
at the end of the day,
I'm asking
what's
questions. That's
the
what dating is. I'm
like?
asking
What,
questions.
at the end of the
What have
day,
you
like
been through? What's your experience? What's your story? Why are you single?
See if they're crazy,
Just tell me
basically.
the-
that's
Let's have a
different.
conversation.
That's
You don't
different. But the
gotta
question
be
why you
extra
single
deep.
on
Just
the
have a
public television
conversation.
shows, like what you want me to do? Tell you on the
It's
popular balloon why I'm
It's
single?
communication. Tell me the truth. Just talk to me. Let me know me.
Timing.
Don't try to overthink
Timing.
it. Like, nah, it ain't that
Timing.
deep. Tell me exactly.
It's timing. Period.
You don't. But
It's
you're-
timing.
You know what to expect from this show.
It's
You know
timing.
what to expect. You came on the show and you're.
All right, so
Millions
then
of people.
don't get mad if somebody choose not to answer a question on the show.
You cannot. If we're on a public
always have
platform.
We're answering questions on the show because that's what we're here for. We're here to. It's a dating show. If you didn't want to answer the question, you don't have to be there. And that's the part where I got wrong in that episode. You know.
All right, y'all. Let's bring it in. Let's bring it in. This is Mike's topic, which is a good segue because we're moving on to our lovely engaged couple here. Let's give it up for them. All right, so obviously Mike and Kay, you guys are our first Pop the Balloon or Find Love engaged couple.
Wow.
And we are so happy for y'all. Let's go ahead and see your journey and what it took for you guys to get to where you are today.
I just wanted to know where you were from, and then how do you feel about men with kids?
I'm from Dallas, Texas,
Okay.
and I would prefer him not to have kids
Okay.
because I don't have kids. But I'm open-minded.
You didn't let her finish.
She says she would prefer, so I don't want her to settle. I want her to get exactly what she wants.
I feel that. I appreciate that.
I have 2 children, so 19, 14. I'm very interested. If anything, I think you're very beautiful. I like the way you carry yourself. You said you're big on health, stuff like that. I'm into that. So yeah, I would have kept, but I mean, maybe I should have held on, let you make the decision. But
Yeah,
at the same time,
I'm open-minded, but
okay. I mean, if I'll take a balloon back and then I'll let you make the decision.
yeah, get your balloon
Okay.
back. That's
Can we get a
crazy.
balloon back? Let's get a balloon back.
You didn't even let me finish.
I want to spend the rest of my life with you, and I don't feel like I'm rushing it. I feel like it's natural. So, I mean, honestly. Whoa.
Are you serious? Oh,
I didn't see
Nicole, I
this.
love you deeply, man. And we are moving at our own pace, regardless of anybody else's opinion. You are a special woman, man. And when a man knows, he knows. And I believe from the bottom of my heart that you are my person, my best friend, the person I'm supposed to spend the rest of my life with. And just have a good time, man. We just enjoy this ride together, man. So will you do me the honor and be my wife?
Yes!
Oh my gosh, I'm crying, y'all. I'm sorry. Oh, wait. Seeing people get proposed to, I'm a hopeless romantic. I know I don't tell y'all a lot about me in these episodes, but yo, I'm a hopeless romantic. I am a sucker for people getting married, getting proposed to, being in love. Oh my gosh. Yo, it's a beautiful thing. It is. It is. Oof. Okay. Okay.
I'm crying. Oh my God. Wow, that was so beautiful.
Did you know you was gonna do that?
Okay, hold on, y'all. So obviously, Mike, you are a man of like words.
Look, man.
Yeah.
I am a poet, but the words just came naturally, man. It's easy to just express yourself when the sentiment is genuine. So, Kay's a beautiful woman, just a great person in general. So, I mean every word, and we've been rocking ever since. So, yeah.
That's good. That's good. So I'm not gonna lie. When y'all first walked off on Pop the Balloon, I was a little unsure about you guys. I was like, dang, I don't know, man. he popped, and she's not sure about the kids. Whatever
the way
it is.
he grabbed my hands when we walked off, he wasn't sure.
I wasn't sure. But so obviously he initially popped because he does have kids. Have the kids? How's that been like for you? I know because at first you were a little iffy about it. How has it been?
Oh, it's been good for me.
Okay.
I mean, it's my co-parenting situation has always been good. My kids are a little bit older, so it's never really any issues. And then the kids are older, they welcome Kay in, and just they're teenagers. As long as they're happy, everybody's happy. I'm happy. And it's been a good situation. So
Yeah, both of our families have been very supportive so far. So.
Good. So speaking of your families, how was it? Were they shocked that you guys, because how long after you guys met did you get engaged?
It was about a month and a couple weeks. Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
Well, I knew after like 2 weeks,
Period.
what I was gonna do. So then we went to the follow-up, and that was that. Man.
So how did they take it? How did they take it when you guys told them?
They was shocked like everybody else.
Yeah.
We didn't expect the reaction on the internet to be what it is, but I mean, it's a lot of love and support. People telling us their journey, their stories, and saying when you know is a true statement, man. It's kind of like one of those things that's like you can't really explain, but when you know, you definitely know.
I will say, whatever I said in the video in response to them, if I said that they weren't gonna make it or whatever, Listen, I love to be proven wrong. If it leads to people's happiness and people getting married and creating a family, prove me wrong. Prove me wrong. Prove me wrong. Get married. Have y'all family. Y'all go live in a house, go run away together, love each other. I love that. Listen.
Right. Like my family was definitely like, are you sure? But then I told them, watch the show, watch the proposal, and they did. They saw his character, they saw, all the things he was saying about me, and they were happy for me after seeing it, after seeing us together. Yeah.
You can
Sometimes you
feel
just got to
it,
see
though.
it to believe it.
You can feel y'all.
Congratulations, y'all.
Connected.
Thank
and it's
you.
so high vibrational.
Thank you.
I'm
And
so
like
excited.
being public with, relationships is something that both of us have never done before. So our family was like, this must be serious then.
Oh, it
It
is.
is very serious. So
Yeah, because you guys started a YouTube channel and everything,
Yeah,
right?
we have a YouTube, Love McKay. It's at probably
Yes.
11,000 subscribers.
11,000 subscribers.
Congrats, y'all. And I follow.
Yes.
Yes, follow
The
our
love is
YouTube
real,
page.
man. A lot of love, man. So,
Oh man! So have you guys started wedding planning? I know you just got engaged. We ain't trying to rush y'all, but I'm just asking. Have you started?
We started. We have a date. We have a venue. We're making our guest list.
Can I be invited?
Leave him at the door.
It's LOL, but I'm
Well, unfortunately, you're not on episode 12.
Someone's gonna talk about everybody leaves there.
Wait, when is the date?
If you want to disclose it, I know a lot of people.
sorry.
Some people don't like disclosing the dates.
Is it
Yeah,
next year? Or?
So we're getting married June 1st, 2025. Because
Because we
June
met.
1st is the day we met. On
Oh,
Let's give it up for them.
Congratulations.
That is
wow!
so
I'm
cute.
definitely so happy for you guys.
During the
Like,
NBA Finals?
what did he say?
Berlin never getting married.
Okay, well, yeah, like everyone here said, we feel the love between you guys. Like it's so hard to believe that you guys just met, not that long ago. But like Mike said, when a man knows, he knows, and a woman too. We know too. All right, perfect. So our next gentleman was definitely talked about a lot, all over. There's clips of you on TikTok, Instagram, even Facebook. I don't even go on Facebook, but I've seen it on Facebook. So, Brian, you already know we're talking about you.
Right.
Let's go ahead and take a look at your journey on Pop the Balloon.
How many kids you got?
I got 3.
You got 3?
Yep.
How many baby daddies?
I have 3.
You got 3 baby daddies.
Yes.
Okay. How many kids you have?
I have 2.
How many baby daddies?
2.
2? Okay. So you didn't think after the first one that you wanted to marry the next one?
No.
No? How many
And
kids
your
you
preference? I have 3.
You have
25,
3?
18, and 12.
Okay. How many baby daddies?
2.
2. Okay. So it's no disrespect towards that, right? But I just want you to understand when it comes to a man of top tier, right? We give you a few from one man. That's it. If you have multiple from a different man, that disqualifies yourself.
So it disqualifies a top tier woman from being a top
That's
tier
exactly
man.
right. Why? Because there's billions of women on this planet.
All right, Brian.
I don't like how he said it, but I do agree with what he said. I don't like the top tier part. Because I don't agree with it being a top tier man thing. I just think that that's a man thing. A lot of men think about if a woman has kids, just like a lot of women think about if a man has kids. That whole top tier shit, stupid.
So you came out episode 15. I was like, Brian, what are some of your deal breakers? You said you don't have not one, not any. But as we saw, as you went down the line, you did have a deal breaker, and that was women that have multiple baby daddies.
Right?
So, what do you, is that something you came out knowing, or?
Of course I came out knowing.
And that was women that have multiple baby daddies.
Right?
So, what do you, is that something you came out knowing, or?
Of course I came out knowing, but for that right person, I will compromise for that. Right? And I think every man will compromise for that if they come in with multiple kids for multiple different men, right? We got to like them like that. That was my deal breaker, but like I said on the show, then I would extend grace for somebody that I'm feeling like that. So that's what that was.
Okay. So then, why is that something you didn't say like up front when I was like, oh, what's your deal breaker?
Because after listening to the women, I don't know which one I was gonna like. You know, I didn't, as far as their responses, who I was gonna attract or, you know, pull energy from. So I didn't really know who I was gonna feel until I heard what they had to say. So that's that grace part right there, right? So even if they had multiple different kids from multiple different men, if I still like them like that, I would accept that, like real men do.
Okay. So
his thing was that when he initially walked up, he said, "I don't have a type," and then all the women were upset that he said that he didn't have a type. You know, they were upset about that, and then they basically forced him to tell what he doesn't like instead of allowing him to be open to hearing everybody's responses. So yeah, it kind of felt like he got bullied just a little bit.
Like you didn't want to say that just in case one of them popped on you?
All of them would have popped if I said that.
He was testing the waters.
Yeah.
But he was giving nobody grace. Why are you saying
Well, I mean,
no
even though that we talked, me and this guy earlier, we was joking around. He said nothing wrong. Like, it devalues the woman when you go through multiple men and have multiple baby daddies. We don't want to deal with that. If you got 3 kids and 3 baby daddies, it's like, damn, your decision-making skills are horrible.
Y'all forget.
How he says things is funny.
And then,
right there.
And then y'all forget that I'm 41 years old. I got a 25-year-old child. So you're basing your
as a grown-ass man. He is not a child.
Perception of me from 25 years ago.
Come on.
I'm not that person I'm not that kid that I was 25 years ago.
Speak on
and I'm not that young adult that I was 25 years ago. I've grown from that. I've healed from that. I now make better choices, better decisions, and I live more of a healthy love life, you know, than I did then. So you're going to tell me, oh, well, you got this many kids, I can't date you.
No,
but that happened 25 years ago.
Not the number of
at what
kids.
point are you going to give grace? Like at how long are you going to, I don't want to use the word punish, you know, for lack of better words, a woman for her past?
I get what he's saying. Well, no, sorry. I get what she's saying. What she says at what point, because you can't be 50 years old talking about I don't want to date somebody with kids. And I don't care if you're male or female saying this. It sounds stupid. You're looking for marriage. You're looking for seriousness. You're 50. Why would you expect somebody that's 50 or you're 50 and your counterparts are up of age just like you? Why would you expect them to not have kids? Majority of them have kids, and that's facts. But even then, if they don't have kids, that would be okay too as well. You know, I just think that as you get older, like I said in the previous episodes, you should be less strict. You know, all that, I don't want to date men with kids. I don't want to date women with kids. I don't want to do this. I don't want to do that. Save that for the young people. You get what I'm saying? Save that for the people that are in their 20s, that are teens, that are in their 30s. You get what I'm saying? Barely, but when you're 60, you're 70, you're 50 looking for love and you're saying, well, you can't do this, you can't be that. It's like, well, dang, you're eliminating a lot of people and a lot of your counterparts. You know,
Brian came out and said, I don't judge a woman from their past. You know, we all make mistakes. And then he basically just flat out judged.
That's the gentleman's preference. We're not judging you for how many kids.
Yeah.
It's how many baby fathers you got. If you get with a guy and I'm 40 years old per se, and I have 8 kids by 6 different women, that says something.
And then everybody's situation.
It does say something. I don't understand why women or some people act like that doesn't mean anything. That does. It does. And then also, if you have 5 kids by one man or by one woman, why are y'all not married? Why are y'all not together? Clearly, y'all are in love. You're in love with that person. To create 5 kids from this one person, to create 3 kids from this one person, obviously y'all keep going back to each other. There's something that's there that keeps y'all going back. You know, maybe y'all can work through it and be together. But yeah, I think it does say something.
Is different.
That
Like
part. 4
we all
kids
have
and
different
4 baby
circles.
daddies?
But that's not
3
what
kids
it
and 3
was. I
baby
have
daddies?
my children. I have by 2 different men, and I was in a 12-year relationship that was abusive. I escaped that by God's grace. I give thanks every day. And so when I moved on to the next relationship, I'm just looking for something better than what I had. And just because it was better doesn't mean it was for me. So when I realized this isn't for me, you know, should I marry this man just because society is going to look at me like I'm a failure as a mother or as a woman?
No.
Or no, should I keep going and look for what is really for me? I'm
I'm
not going to
having
say
kids
that
by
I've
this
made
man?
all the best decisions as a young adult. I never said I made the best decisions.
And that's
but-
what we're referring to, the
Yeah.
decision.
But that's the thing, though, to make certain decisions and think that it's not going to affect your life in some type of way is kind of naive. You get what I'm saying? You can't tell other people how to feel about you based off of your past situations. You get what I'm saying? To go through stuff and try to tell people how to feel about you, everybody's going to make their own assumptions and judgments off of you and your character and what you've done. There's no way to control that. Like, yeah, you can show them who you are through your character, but for me to have kids and tell them, don't worry, baby, your past is never going to define you. People will never care about your past. You can do whatever you want and your past will never be brought up. That's naive. I'm setting them up for failure. People do care about what you do in your life. Jobs care about what you do in your past. Police care about what you do in your past. The government, your credit cares about what you do in your past. There's literally nothing that we do in this world where we're not being judged. Everybody's constantly being judged. Shit, even HOA, your house is being judged. You know, yeah, what you do in your past definitely does affect your future. You know, depending on who you talk to, everybody might have a different perspective of that. But yeah.
Skills.
Yeah.
You know?
But that's now, that's in the past. So you're not gonna meet a woman and she tell you she stole a candy bar at 14 years old. Oh no, I can't do that. I don't do thieves. She's
always
a thief. Yeah, she was a kid.
Okay, but you stealing a candy bar one time versus you having a consistent record of stealing is very different. You having one kid by one man is different from you consistently having different kids with multiple men. I feel like y'all are purposefully trying to misunderstand it. Right? If I stole a candy bar one time, there's been plenty of people that have been let off or have never gotten caught, right? It's not a thing. There's laws that protect you that, okay, you didn't steal a certain amount, so whatever. In some cases, you do get caught and you get judged just based off of that one time. But if I consistently keep stealing from this one store or multiple stores, and I have a history of stealing, at some point, I'm gonna get caught and I'm gonna be judged by a judge. So to say that if you keep doing something in your life that you will never get negative consequences from that, is kind of naive.
She made a mistake. She ate that, and
I'm not saying that people don't make mistakes. People definitely do make mistakes. But just because you make mistakes, it doesn't exempt you from the consequences. And I think that's what a lot of people are missing. And it's crazy that I'm saying this to somebody that is older than me. She should know this. But yeah, you know, if I had kids, I would tell them, baby, I know you made a mistake, but you got to be careful what kind of mistakes you make. Because even though that there are mistakes, consequences still result in that mistake. You know, like car accidents. Nobody wants to be into a car accident. It's literally in the name, car accident. But am I exempt from those consequences? No. I still have to answer to that.
Bar is gone. So in my situation, I feel like I ate that. I ate that relationship that I went through. I ate being a young teenage parent. I ate it. Like the young kids say, you ate. I feel like I ate. I've grown from that. I'm not that person that I was.
The relationship
so why?
is awesome, but the key, you're bearing the man's children.
All right. So, Janae, when you were having, you know, your conversation with Brian during that segment, what was going through your mind when he's asking you all these questions? Like, okay, how many baby daddies? How many kids? What was your thought process? Like, if you want to walk us through that.
I'm true to my core. I'm not ashamed of my past. I'm not ashamed of my 3 kids. And if I wouldn't have the 3 baby daddies, I wouldn't have my 3 amazing kids. I don't allow him and his judgment to define me as a woman or where I stand on today. It's his preference. He deserves a queen of whatever that looks like for Brian. But for me, you have to accept me as a whole with a 4 unit. So it's either, are you even equipped to hold down this 4 fort? You can't judge me. I didn't take anything personally. I talked to Brian afterwards. I said, you know, I don't take anything personal. I'm not mad at you. You know, it is what it is.
It's a
my
preference.
person is my person. You know what I'm saying? But like, people don't know how to live in reality. They want to live into society, you know, and it's fake to me. I'm not with it.
Okay. And then I think Shayna, you wanted to say
So
something.
one thing I do want to say, which I said to you earlier, we all have our preference, which is fine. You might like them tall, you might like them short, you might like them with the kids. But I think it was just your delivery that really was kind of tough to watch. So that's all I had to share. And we kind of chatted about it before. You know, everyone's entitled to what they like, but it's just the way you were speaking to the ladies, which was kind of harsh.
So speaking on that, Brian, do you feel like you could have delivered your message in a different way?
I think I wanted to deliver it the way I did, right?
Okay.
Because if I'm coming on some softness, you're not gonna really grasp what I'm telling you.
That's not.
Right? And the thing about accountability is you want me to deliver it the way you want to hear it. Nah, the truth hurts. The truth hurts. You got to be able to embrace that. We as men, we embrace accountability.
But at the same time, I understand what he's saying, but at the same time, if somebody don't want to hear it, they don't want to hear it. It don't matter if you tell them the soft way. It don't matter if you tell them the hard way. Like Nola, the girl right here beside her that got tattoos all over her, right? I'm not saying there's anything wrong with it. I'm just pointing that out, you know, so you can know who I'm talking about. It took several people trying to explain to her something, and she did not want to hear it. You know, some people, it doesn't matter who tells them what. It doesn't matter if you tell them in a loving way, in a hateful way, a screaming way. If you did sign language, if they don't want to change, if they don't want to hear it, if they don't want to grasp it, it is what it is. You know, some people have their minds made up. And my thing is that, unfortunately, to people like him that are trying to help people, because it has been helpful, because people don't have to tell you what's going on and what you should fix, you know. Sometimes you don't have to do that, you know. You don't have to. It's not your job to fix people. It's not your job to tell people what's wrong with them. It's not your job to allow people to know how other people view them as, so they can change and potentially be better. It's not your job. And I learned that the hard way. You know, let people do them, let people be them. And if they want to change, And if they figure out what's going on with themselves, let them. You know? And I get it. I feel like a lot of people that are honest with other people about what they see, even if their intentions are good, they get a bad rep for being honest. It's like, at some point, if we're always bashing people for being honest, we'll never have people that are honest with us. But I understand, yes, it's how you say it. I get it. And I agree with that. But at the same time, back to what I'm saying, if a person don't want to hear it, it don't matter how you say it, which is why he should have just saved his breath. He should have saved his breath, bro. Yeah. They didn't want to hear that. They didn't want to hear it.
And women have to do the same exact
Women
thing
do
and not get
embrace
angry
accountability. I'm not
and
angry.
feel like men
I'm
are
not-
aggressive
I'm not
and
being
feel like men are aggressive when they're delivering what they're trying to say. Like, no, I wasn't disrespectful on the show, right? And maybe I could have delivered it a little bit softer, but
And
that's
then
not
James,
the route that I chose.
you wanted to say something.
Brother, the way you've
Hold
been
on,
talking.
1 second. James is gonna go.
I wanted to say something about that. I understand both sides.
Yeah,
You know what I mean?
me too.
For me, I don't care if a female has a starting lineup. You know what I mean? Like, I've dated girls that have multiple kids, you know, and I think that men think one of two ways. One is like, okay, you made horrible decisions. And then the other downfall could be, you know, these are extra mouths to feed or bills, you know. And for me, I love kids, you know, like I'm a kids person, so I don't mind dating a woman that has kids. So that's all I wanted to say is like.
Can I say something?
That's facts. It is extra mouths to feed, and men are thinking about that if they want to marry you, because guess what? If they feed you, they're gonna have to feed the kids, right? Y'all gonna be married, y'all gonna be living under the same house, right? So yeah, they do think about that, which is understandable. Because if I was marrying a guy with kids, I would have to take into account that I'm probably going to end up feeding them at some point or cooking for the kids at some point. You get what I'm saying?
Brian, I don't think your delivery was 100% wrong, but there is a difference between you as a type of man and there's another type of man. There's two different types of men. It's your preference, and it's a man that knows that he comes into this world to be a leader, protector, provider, who also knows that you're going to take care of a family as a whole. It doesn't matter if they're your kids or it takes a village to raise these kids. I didn't take any judgment, but if you prefer a woman with one kid or you want some more with more kids, that's on
fine.
you. You're just not my person, and I'm not mad at you. And I'm not even mad at the world. And I don't give a fuck about anybody. If we can keep it G. You know, I take care of my kids. They're well taken care of. I'm an independent woman. And I deserve a strong man who's ready to take care of a household. Not saying that that's not you or no other man in this world. Everybody got their own opinion. And I respect you 100%. It is what it is.
And let me, hold on, wait, hold on. And I respect that, I appreciate that, right? It's gonna be a special type of man that's gonna come in and take care of you and your unit.
It is.
That's gonna take care of you and your unit, right?
Yeah.
Because most men wanna start their own family, all right? You know what I'm saying?
And that's not even a man thing. That's most people, men and women. We all want to have the luxury of starting and creating our own families. You know?
We come in and be a stepdad when we know if you have 3 kids, then I'm gonna be the 4th. You're gonna look at me like the 4th, even if I'm taking care of the house. Right? Because they're not mine.
Because you're not a baby daddy or a husband.
Thank
like,
you.
you're not going to be a
You're
baby
the head
daddy.
of household. It's a difference.
I understand that, but I'm not their real father, right? So I'm
But
not their
that's-
biological father, right? So,
And that's true. Like, your kids will look at the man that you're with as just a man that is dating mommy. And when y'all get married, they'll look at it as a man that dated mommy that is marrying mommy. That is a head of the house now. That is a part of the house now that I have to respect. You know, yes, they know that that's their stepfather by law, but, you know, there's nothing that can replace you know, and people know that the child and the biological father, that bond. So it doesn't matter how close the kids and the stepfather get, there's always that, you know, thing of, I know that this isn't my kid, you know, and it's kind of hurtful, low key, you know, it's kind of sad.
It's come with that, right? It comes with, you may feel like, you know, I'm not raising your sons right.
Yeah.
Or you can't.
I'm going to dead this right now. I had a baby daddy that told me in front of my child, I am not his daddy. I don't need a nigga like that. And I said nigga.
You don't want one.
I need a man who knows who's going to come into a whole house. He's going to take mine.
And I'm not trying to take away from her story right now. And I got a genuine question. Please don't. It's genuine. How does a woman end up with a child from that kind of man and not see the red flags, the signs? There's no way. Like, how do y'all not see it? We talk a lot about women intuition, but, and I'm not saying that we don't have it, but it's like, how do you end up giving a child to someone like that? Carrying on that man's lineage. Any man that says stuff like that, he does not deserve to be a father.
He's going to take me as his partner. It's one, honey. When you find a wife, you find a good thing. I'm not living into society or social media. This show, and I appreciate you guys, because this is real life.
Mm-hmm.
You show me the real deal.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I'm saying? And I'm not going to say too much more, but you know,
If you guys were to get together, hypothetically speaking.
Who?
Yeah, I'm just hypothetically speaking.
Just hypothetically, you and Brian.
You and Brian. If you and Brian were to get together, hypothetically speaking, can he put his hands on your children?
What? Put his hands on my
As
children?
As far as discipline, the way he says stuff, that's why I be laughing, because the way he says stuff is so crazy. Like, I get his intentions in his heart, the way he says.
Yes.
Let's word that a little.
Well, we know what we're talking about. I mean, Brian, you understand what I was saying, correct?
Correct.
If your kids is acting up,
Yeah.
can he whoop your kids?
If
Like
they
he would whoop
need
his
it.
own son?
If they need it.
Uh,
I mean, let's be real.
I mean, like, girl, let's be real. Let's be real. You say that, you say yeah. But when it come down and when it come time for that, I think y'all be cat. I think y'all be cat. I think y'all are cat. Yes. I do not think that y'all will let anybody beat y'all kids. No. I'm not saying anybody. I'm just saying, like, I think it's going to be hard for you to find a dude that isn't the child's father to be the kid. Especially knowing the information that you gave us about the child's father, about how he's saying that that's not his kid. Yeah. I think your guard is up when it comes to men in general. Without you knowing that, I think, yeah.
This
ain't about that, but let's be real.
If you're going to whoop somebody else's kids, you just got to be ready for that repercussion.
The afterword.
Exactly. What
You
comes
feel me?
after that? Because as a father, nobody's going to whoop my kids.
Exactly.
But if
barely whoop
I
my
am the
kids.
step parent of somebody else's kids, I'm a whoop them.
But you're not
And
gonna
I
whoop 'em for
understand
nothing.
that's
can't whoop your
double.
kids, but
no,
it's different
because
ways to discipline
I'm ready to
kids.
fight for
Kids
mine.
whooping them.
I'm ready
I
to
got a
fight for mine.
5-year-old.
So
My son has never had a whooping.
listen, I'm ready to fight
Ever.
for mine. So I'm going to check you on that. And if
that's
you-
another thing that comes with blended families is the discussion of what does discipline look like. And that's where a lot of men are scared to date women with kids. It's like, man, like, how's the discipline gonna go in the house?
check me on that. He has that right, and that's all I'm saying.
And,
is
no,
you
and
gotta-
those are the issues that
It's the
we
way to
deal.
do
And
it.
those are the issues that we deal with being a step parent. Like, and
Those
another
are the
thing that I want to
insecurities.
address is that, like, Brian, I've been hearing you talk since we've been here all day. Like, your demeanor hasn't changed. So I want to say, like, I don't think that you were aggressive at all. I think that you were being you.
Right.
And I appreciate
Exactly.
that authenticity that
Exactly.
you have been bringing. And I still got a couple more jokes in the back of my head for your ass too.
Okay, y'all, let's wrap this up. Let's wrap this up. And so, Chanel, you were like the queen of facial expressions.
I was.
And everyone was showing you, like, I was getting tagged all over Instagram, like, look at this woman, like, she's making all the faces. And I feel like most of it was during Brian's segment. So let's take a look at all the faces you were making.
That disqualifies yourself.
So it disqualifies a top tier woman.
But
Yeah.
you're judging me on the fact that I have the choice.
No, I'm not judging you. That just means that I'm not for you. If you're gonna judge me because my second baby daddy didn't work out for me, then I'm not for you. You know, so I'm not judging
And I
you and your
understand that.
opinion
How many
and
kids
your
you have?
preference. I have 3.
So, you know what I mean? Like,
I appreciate it.
but you,
She said period.
So it's like when the mic was in front of you, you didn't say too much, but like your face was speaking for you.
I didn't even know the camera was on me.
Oh, yeah.
You know, because the way you guys are very strategic in the way you set it up, so I thought the cameras was focusing on them. So I was just sitting on the side like, I had no idea they had everything on there. But that's just me in general. But it was a little shocking. Like Brian came out, like some people were saying in the comments, like swinging, like on everybody. I don't have any kids. So, and also I was thinking like, I wish he asked me some questions because I'm going to get them. But it didn't come back to that. It didn't circle back, but.
And then just to go ahead and wrap up Brian's segment, you are writing a book.
Yes.
Or you actually wrote a book already. So is it finished?
Yes.
Congratulations.
Let's go
Perfect
ahead.
match. The perfect match. 7 keys to pop your balloon of fine love. You can find it on Amazon for a pre-order, or you can find it on my website at perfectmatchbook.com.
But what is 7 keys? What do you mean 7 keys to?
Seven advices, 7 keys, 7 tips, right? 7 motivations, you know, to be able to pop your balloon like you did for me, right? Or find love like you did for Reggie. You see what I'm saying? So that's pretty much what it is.
What are 3?
What are the 7 keys?
You gotta buy the book.
Gotta buy the book.
You gotta buy the book. You gotta buy the
Can you tell
book.
us one?
No spoiler alert.
Buy the
Tell us
book.
one.
You were on our very first podcast that me and BM did, and we did talk a little bit about it. So let's take a little glimpse at that.
But you definitely want to pick this up right here. This is going to make a lot of perfect matches. It's going to save people a lot of time, right? And this is definitely something that you want in your book collection. This is for all the readers.
So Brian, you said that this book is going to get people a lot of matches.
Right.
And then some of the comments during that podcast said, how is Brian writing a book about matches when he didn't even get one?
Right, and I saw that. Right, and I saw that. But, you know, every shot you take, you know, you're not going to make, right? But at the same time, there's humility in the journey, right? So I wrote the book so you can be able to take a different route or take a different approach than what I did so you won't get popped or for you to get chosen, right? So just because I didn't get a match, it doesn't mean I'm not going to find a match, right? So my old lady might be somewhere else. I don't know. She might not be on the show. She might be watching the show. She might be waiting for me to come get her, wherever she might be.
She might be
right?
overseas.
It might be, you know. I might be a passport bro, right? Because our black American women tripping around here.
Oh,
I'm gonna keep it real with you.
No.
Y'all tripping. You dig?
Oh, nah. Now that's where I get off no. Because if I said all black men are tripping, y'all would clown me. Nah, I don't agree with that. I'm sorry.
Y'all
Take
tripping.
accountability.
Don't have us go abroad and find somebody else that's of a different ethnicity when you right here at home.
There's black women that are everywhere. You don't have to just date a black American woman. There's black women in Australia. There's black women in Antarctica. There's black women all around the world, y'all. I promise you.
They're not making it back from over there.
I
No
like that
passport, bro.
nigga, man.
Safe.
So is anybody here picking up Brian's book? Y'all picking
I'm
up
gonna
the
buy
book?
it.
Okay.
I'll support.
Good.
I'll just put it on the shelf.
How much is it?
It's $22.99.
Okay.
So it's reasonable. It's $9.99 on Kindle. You can pre-order it.
Nice.
All right.
All right. Well, I'm glad you were able to write that book. And
Shit, the other dude be promoting his pies. So Why not? At this point.
Hope that you get lots of sales on it.
Thank you.
And everybody reads in on it.
Thank you. I appreciate that.
All right. So on episode 20, it ended off with such a bang. Our last girl came out and she was like, you know what? Y'all gonna get a piece of me. So let's go ahead and take a look at Dorian's journey.
Spots on your stain on your little dress.
I was in the back drunk, so whatever.
Oh yeah, you feel me? I can't
It's
do
fine.
that.
It's a $300 dress.
Sorry, I didn't mean to.
It's the $300 dress. My bad. I got a little makeup on it.
And I popped my balloon because you came out a little aggressive. You feel me? I like femininity. I'm not saying you not feminine, but your demeanor, maybe it's the liquor. You feel me? But
No. I just don't think I would like to be out on a nice dinner date or skydiving with somebody that wears pearls. So I don't like the pants. I'm going to be honest. I think that since you're light skinned, you should have wore something a little bit more, less olive. But okay.
I thought she was gonna say sage.
Okay, so Dorian, let's start off with the first thing that's been going all around the internet, the $300 dress.
Yeah, if you know me, I love cocktail dresses. I love cocktail dresses. My favorite place to shop is House of CB, Opoly, any UK brand. They're in a frenzy because I said the dress was $300 and they're getting it for $17.99, which is okay. It's nothing wrong with that, but yeah.
So yours was
$300
from
It's
House of CB, right?
Yeah.
Okay.
I put it on Instagram. It got like almost 3 million views now. Because they were so obsessed with the dress. Because I look good in it.
Yeah, and it's a beautiful dress. Beautiful dress.
It was just a lip liner.
Yeah, that dress was beautiful.
So imagine just dropping a lip liner on your dress like that, just to die.
I didn't even see the stain.
Exactly, he was delusional.
That part. Okay. And now there was a part, I think it was when you were talking to the second guy, Ryan, sorry, when you were talking to Ryan, and he started saying a statement about how you had an unwelcoming demeanor, and you said, we all know why. Why? If you want to explain that.
So I'm not going to say too much. I'm going to tiptoe around my words with that because I do have a nice job. But if you look at Ryan's YouTube, you look at his pictures on his Instagram, you look at his exes, Ryan just looks like he brings green bean casserole to the barbecue. And that's exactly what I meant when I said that. Shout out to Ryan. I seen your YouTube video. I seen what you said about you want to figure out where I'm from and how my parents are. They're great people. They raised me to stand up for myself.
That part. Okay. So now, were you shocked that all the guys were like, yeah, we agree, you came out aggressive?
No, I wasn't shocked.
Okay.
I was raised by men, so I understand what they were saying. I mean, I'm for a certain type of person. I'm for a certain type of man. I feel like their reasons weren't as straightforward as they could have been. Like, I thought it was an open dialogue. I wanted them to get in a little bit more of a detail of why they didn't like me besides me being aggressive and assertive. They really wanted to call me ghetto, honestly.
Ain't nothing wrong from being from the ghetto.
It's not. It's like I really learned on social media.
I'm from
just
the ghetto.
You feel me? So I really learned. It's crazy how they just, the way my cadence, how they just automatically, oh, she's ghetto, she's ratchet. When you can do both. You can be both. You can be corporate. You can be from the hood. They just didn't know how to handle me, but we don't come from the same place, and I respect them, and I respect.
But I don't agree with that. To say that is to say that all black people that come from the hood act like you. That's not true. That's not true.
How they feel. So I don't expect them type of men to understand me. Not my type.
So after you guys watched Dorian's segment, I know that whole lineup of guys, they were like, yes, when the last guy was like, yeah, I feel like you're coming off aggressive. Did any of you guys get that impression as well?
No, not at all.
That she was coming off
She was
aggressive.
being real, man. That's what
She was being
I thought she was being real.
I think where the ball dropped for her was when she was like, I was in the back drunk. Like that right there, you know?
I agree. I gave them. You guys are totally right. I literally had 2 shots. Come on, all my friends we turned. So I be teed a little bit, but I literally wasn't drunk. I was nervous. It was my first time on a big platform, and it was a lot of different men. So I was nervous. That was my best answer at the time. I was not drunk, y'all.
Okay. That's good.
Are you drunk now?
No, I'm not drunk. I should have brought it
up. Man. Be quiet.
Bottle of Don Julio. They got drunk. I had the same amount of drinks today that I had on the show that day, and this is how I am. They was just scared a little bit.
Yeah, I kind of think they was too. I didn't really think that nothing you said was wrong.
Thank
I
you.
think you really express yourself well.
Gracias.
I think they just want like. I just think they like a lighter, like a a more lesser woman who likes to speak more, less
Yeah.
or whatever. You know what I mean? And I know
Yeah.
you're not that type. You very outspoken.
Yeah.
When I watch.
I like an open dialogue with my man. Like, I want to joke, I want to laugh, I want to really if we don't speak and we don't talk and I just got to be soft-spoken all the time, then we'll never really get to know each other when we're mad, happy, sad, rich, broke. Like, that's childish to me. So they weren't for me and I wasn't for them, and then hopefully I'll find somebody that, appreciate that.
I thought that shit
And James,
was
I think
hilarious.
did you want to
Well, I
add
was just
something?
going to say, I think it came across aggressive because your voice carries. Like, it sounds like you yelling, but you're not. Like, you calm, but your voice carries. Does that make sense?
You have a strong presence, so
Yeah.
that's is what it is.
I agree with what he's saying. Strong presence, voice, yelling is crazy. I think they just pinpoint. I think they just said that because the way I talk, the way I act, I'm very energetic. I'm outgoing. So that's your opinion, but I don't think I was yelling. I was talking in the same voice.
People say that you're yelling when you disagree with them, and everything the guy said,
I don't even think that they said that she was yelling. I could be mistaken, but I didn't hear that.
Agree with them, and you gave them another reason why you felt differently, and they
They
don't
were
like that
gaslighting
either.
me for
Yeah.
sure.
Well, okay, well, y'all, that is the end of this reunion.
Hey.
I do thank all of you for, giving your input, and all of you guys for being transparent and so open. Like, it takes a lot to come out here and do what you guys did, from going on Pop the Balloon and also coming on here and also doing follow-ups.
Yeah.
Like, not a lot of people are able to do what you guys did. So, let's give it up for yourselves. Honestly.
Howfineisjasmine, Restlesschild, featuring Arla Emily, Pop the Balloon, Up on Love, Season 2. Like, subscribe, comment.